Welcome, in front of me is ASUS ZenBook A14, and in this video I am going to show you how to properly install Windows 11 on this laptop. So if you don't have the system on your device and you cannot access it, you're gonna need a separate device for the process, so a separate PC with internet connection. You're also gonna need a USB flash drive like this with at least 8 GB of free memory on it, and also you're gonna need to know the exact model of your laptop, which is typed on the back side of your device. So let me turn the device around to show you where you can find the model name of it. Okay, so as you can see, I got a separate label with the model name of my device, but if you don't have it, don't worry, you still got the model name right here below the model section. And so this number is basically what you have to either write down or take a picture of, and then you can proceed by creating a bootable USB flash drive with Windows 11 installer on it. So right now open the turn on the separate device on which we're gonna be creating a bootable USB flash drive out of the USB flash drive that you got. So what you're gonna need is first of all, backup all the files that are stored on your USB flash drive onto this PC or any other PC. But basically, this flash drive will be formatted. So the first thing that we're gonna do is search for the Windows 11. Just search for Windows 11, then find maybe let's type download. Then open the official Microsoft.com website that says download Windows 11. Then scroll all the way down, and in select download, select Windows 11 Multi-Edition ISO for x64 devices. Confirm. Then wait until your request is validated. Then select the product language and click confirm. And again, wait until your request is validated, and once it is, click 64-bit download and wait until the ISO image is downloaded on your device. And in the meantime, let's open Google again and search for Rufus program, which we're also gonna need to create a bootable USB device. So find Rufus.ie website, open it, then scroll down this website to download section and try to run this program right here. In my case it's Rufus 49, but you have to basically choose the one at the top. Try to run it on your PC, and if it doesn't run, then download the x86 version of this program. Let's try to run it. Okay, so it runs on my PC, and once you run it on your PC, you have to select your USB flash drive in the device section, and using this select button, you'll have to select the ISO image of your Windows 11. But before we proceed, let's grab the image, or basically if you've written down the model name, then grab your card where you written down, and now what you're gonna need to do is input in the search field, input ASUS, then in my case it was UM3402YA, and then drivers. This is the model name of my laptop. Okay, and you'll see this support page. Now search for WLAN driver and download it. In some cases you're gonna have the driver package instead of just one driver, like in my case. I'm gonna show it to you right now. So if you got this model number, for example, then you're gonna have the driver package instead of just WLN driver. So for example, this Qualcomm board support package. So if you got this model name, then download this package, and it also has the wireless LAN driver. So it will download all the drivers required for your system to work. And once you download it, let's go back to the Rufus program. Let's check if the Windows ISO image is downloaded. It will have to wait for a while, but keep your Rufus prepared. And once the ISO file is downloaded in your Rufus program, click select right here, then select the Windows 11 ISO image. Then don't change anything in the settings, just click start. If you have any checkboxes checked, uncheck them. You don't need to do this. You don't need any of these options, additional options. Okay, and now as you can see, all the data on your device will be removed. So if you haven't backed up the files on your flash drive, then do it right now before clicking OK. And once you're ready, click OK and just wait until the status bar says ready. That will indicate that the ISO image was completed and your USB flash drive is now bootable. Okay, and once the status bar says ready, you can close this application, then open your file explorer, go into find your USB flash drive and check if the files in it look like this. And if they do, and they probably do, that means that you did great. And right now the only thing that you have to do is go back to downloads, find wireless LAN driver, cut it from here and paste it right into your bootable flash drive. Okay, and right now you can safely eject the flash drive from your computer, and then we can return to the laptop. So now you have to insert the bootable USB flash drive into the laptop. The USB type A port on your laptop is located next to your monitor on the left edge of your laptop. So once you inserted the USB flash drive, just press power button once, and while your device powers up, start pressing escape button repeatedly until you see this BIOS menu. In this BIOS menu, you have to select a UEFI generic SD option, or basically flash drive option. Once you select it, your device will start booting into the installation process. So let's wait. Okay, so right now, once the installation is started, you can change time and currency format. If you expand this list and select one value from here that you are more used to, then click next when you're ready. And you can also change the keyboard or input method by expanding this list and selecting the option that fits you the most. Then click next, then hit the checkbox next to I agree everything will be deleted, including files, apps and settings, and click next again. Then you'll have to accept the user agreement in order to continue. Okay, so read it and click accept when you're ready. And then we'll have to do some magic with disks. So if you want everything to be stored on one partition, if you want to have only one disk on your computer, the system one, then you'll have to remove all of these 5 partitions that you see in front of you. To do that, just select the partition and click delete partition. Once you select it, then do the same thing to each of these partitions. basically do it in any case. Even if you want to have separate partitions for your laptop, delete each partition that you see right here. Okay, we only got 2 left. And once all the partitions are deleted, you'll be left with 476 probably gigabytes of free space. So now, if you want to have a separate partition, so like disk D on your computer, then you're gonna need to click create partition. And then, for example, let's start with creating a partition for the system disk, so the C disk. And I suggest that it has to be at least 150,000 megabytes for your system to function it properly. So let's create a partition that is the size of 150,000 megabytes and click apply. Wait until it's created. It's gonna take a couple of seconds usually. Okay. Now you can select this partition and click next, and it will be your system disk. But you will also have to create a separate partition for your unallocated space right here. And let's just apply the size that it suggests, because it's just the memory that's left for this partition. So just click apply, and this way we'll have 2 partitions. The one will be for the system disk, and the one will be our disk D. Okay, so if I select partition 3 with 146 gigabytes of memory, it will be my system disk. Now the partition 4 will turn into the D or E disk. Basically, you can name it later if you like some specific letter for it. So after you select, or I select the partition 3 and click next, then install, the Windows 11 will be installed. So now let's wait. And make sure that your device is plugged into the power source. So plug in the charging cable into your PC. It's crucial, because if your device shuts down during the Windows installation, it might as well break your system, and maybe it can be as bad as that your system will not be you might not be able to then even reinstall Windows on it. So, and you're gonna have to bring your laptop to the repair service. So just plug in the charging cable into your computer and wait until the Windows is installed, and then we're gonna continue this process once it's installed, because we'll also have to install the WLAN drivers that we downloaded onto the flash drive. So just wait. Okay, so once the installation process is complete, you're practically there. Now let's check for the Wi-Fi drivers. So let's skip the first couple of questions, or you can basically select the keyboard layout and your region, and then as you can see, we don't have the driver for the network, and I don't think we can use this button right here to install it. Instead, let's press Shift and F10 buttons simultaneously to open CMD application, and then in this window, CMD window, what you have to do is input, well, let's try D colon, and let's once you input it and press enter, input dir, and then if you see this application right here, wireless LAN, then it means that you're in the right place, or to be exact, in your USB flash drive storage. So what you have to do is basically input WIR, then press tab, and Windows will automatically detect the file that you're telling them about. Then press enter to run this application. Now the installation process will begin, so choose the language or just go with English by pressing OK, then click next. Accept the user agreement, then click next again, then click next to install, next, install, and then wait until the drivers are installed. And when they are, what you'll have to do is restart your computer simply by pressing this, selecting yes, restart the computer now, and pressing finish button. After your device will restart, we'll check if the driver was completed, was installed successfully. Okay, so the laptop is restarted. Now let's select the right country or region. Now you can select the one that you need, then click next, then select the keyboard layout that you need and click next again. And if you want to add a second keyboard layout, click add layout, then add another layout, and once you're done, click skip. And now you can connect to a network and proceed with the setup process. If you need some help on your way with the setup process, you can check the video on our channel. In that video, we'll also explain how to install the driver for your PC, so you can already skip this step since you've already done it, and just go with the following steps. And that's basically it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.